Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, we'll say, Kalim Wayo Bashim Yashab Bashim Kakadash. The one is the Apostles' Great Millstone, GMS, do rule, teach well. Your young brother here. And, just want to make this topic. I don't really know the title of the video, but, inspiration from this comes from, a question I had, from a Ford brother. I came out to the camp yesterday, and I asked, the brothers, there's no need to, put the, man's name out there, but, I asked him this question. I was like, hey, lately I've been getting my ass kicked, right? And you brothers out there, you know a lot more than me, man. I'm fresh, man. I'm new. What they say, I'm like an amateur, It's like, like wrestling, like an amateur wrestler or something, amateur grappler. I don't have, experience, of men that are, been in here for, years. And that's not to say that, these men are like, oh, you should be proud, and you should be like, oh man, I'm the man, and blah, 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 blah. No. But I'm a young brother, and the scriptures talk about that too. In the Apocrypha, the young man, you should talk when you're spoken to, essentially. Don't put yourselves on equal footing with great men, with men of age, men that have, been in this work for a long time. The best thing you can do is, be quiet, Now if they ask you, hey, and they open the floor to you and say, hey, do you have a question? And that's like, they open the floor to you. And then when you have a question, you make that short, sweet, and you just, get to the point, But today I want to, go into this because I asked him about this question. I was like, hey, man, I've been getting my ass kicked lately. And I worded the question a little bit weird. I was like, man, I basically asked, do you have any words of encouragement? Like, is it a thing where you just, like, over time, do you just get accustomed to it? Or, like, what is it, what I mean? When I say I get my ass kicked, but you know what I mean? You get chastised by the Lord, man. Like, demons messing with you, people fucking with you, at home, mom acting funny, people at work acting funny, managers acting funny. I mean, they're just, they're gonna be on some goofy shit 24/7 anyway, but, it's just like stress and life and, whatever. And basically what he did was that he went into Ephesians, the 6th chapter, and he was, we basically went through it. He asked me some questions. Okay, like, what is the armor of the Lord, right? So, what is that, right? It's the scriptures, as we all know, right? He asked me a key question that I got dead wrong. He asked me, how do you increase in faith, right? And I said, well, coming out here, right? I mean, teaching and doing these lessons. He's like, no, you have to be tested. And I was like, huh. And that really puts things, into perspective. That's the end of the matter. And to grow, you must be tested, and you must come out on the other end, right? Same thing with like lifting weights. Not to talk too much about it, because man, lifting weights is like a, I just really like it, man. I'll say it's the passion, man. I just really like moving heavy iron, man. Squats, bench presses, dumbbell bench presses, overhead presses, front raises, pull-ups, man. Don't even get me started about the calisthenics, man. I love me some pull-ups and dips, man. Shit, even the little stuff, man. Calf raises, I love calf raises. I be spamming them, forearm work, trap work, man, roads. I love all that, man. I could talk about that for hours, but um, you know, how do you become stronger? Right? You got to go through that pain. You got to go through that pain zone, right? And then when you at the bottom of a squat with heavy weight, even if you can move it for a lot, it still crushes you out of the bottom, and you got to really believe in yourself to move that weight. Same thing here, right? You got to believe in yourself, but you have to be tested. If you really not believe in yourself, Salaki, you got to believe in Yahweh Shem Shah. Of course, you got to believe in yourself as well. I mean, it's part of it, but it's all through the Holy Spirit. It's not through I'm so great. No, right? So these are scriptures, about being tested, chastening of the Lord. Right? Both happy is a man when the Most High corrective. This word us now not the chastening of the Almighty. Right? So they mention that camp, it's like, man, that's crazy. Like, you going through it and you're happy for the pain, right? It's like, of course you go through, it's like, oh my gosh, but at the end of the day, you gotta have that mindset, hey, this is gonna make me, like, hey, I know it's you, Lord, this is what I gotta do and go through so that I can be proven, right? Of course, you know about this. We can go skip to the end of Sirach 2 and 4, right? They brought this out of camp 2. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, be patient with now, change to a low state, right? Which happens. Right? Things could be going kind of good, you could be having a great relationship, things are like moving smooth, man, like you guys understand each other, man, you're like everything's great, man. You feel like every day you're just happy to wake up, and it's like, man, I'm speaking off of my perspective, brothers got other perspectives, you guys got, some of you guys out there got like wives and children, or girlfriends, you got kids with them, and it's like, man, everything's good with the kid, everything's good with the wife, and then just like, speak from my perspective as a young dude, you have a girl, female, whatever, everything's like, man, it's great. And it's like, then the attitude comes, and then the argument starts, and then she gets mean, and then she goes from being mean to getting nasty, and then, maybe talk it out, and then it's over with, right? And it's like, what? But that's what happens, But it's talked about that, like, when you're in this truth, you gotta go through all these emotions and all these things now, so that during Jacob's trouble, right, when you see shit go down, it's gonna be like nothing. It's like it's nothing to you, It's like gotta imagine like a soldier, right, who's just like so accustomed to seeing death around him 24/7. Just being in the street now, you see someone like dies, probably like, whatever, oh, he's dead. Oh well, right? Verse 6, believe in him, and he will help thee, order thy way right, and trust in it. Oh, well, verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? Acceptable means worthy being accepted, worthy being taken in, to be the hopeful light. But we have to go through that furnace of adversity, the furnace is obviously really hot, so at least cook food in there or whatever. I think that's how they make certain Italian spots make pizza that way. It's burns up hot, right? And it feels like that when you're going through it. It's like fire, Some days it's like, man, I can't fucking get out of bed, man. What the fuck, And it's like that, And you gotta push through, man. Brother told me that. So you gotta pray more, you gotta read more. And I was like, that's right, When I was on the way to work, man, typically I'll listen to, what I've been listening to lately. Oh, a lot of anime shit, a lot of video game BGMs. I like those, Japanese, like synth metal and whatever, and like, games from music from RPGs and whatever, a lot of heavy metal too. basic stuff like Metallica. I don't really like a lot of the, like death metal and stuff like that. It's just noise at a certain point, at least in my opinion. Some brothers, maybe brother out there that's like listens to that and it's like, this is music to my ears. This have to be righteous. You like what you like, right? But I was just playing audiobooks, and I was a little bit in a rush and stressing out. Man, I gotta get to work on time. But then when I was listening to that, just like, just, chill out, calm down, and everything. And I wound up getting to work on basically on time anyway. I was like 1 minute late. Which is like, I mean, you don't care if you're late anyway, but Hebrews 12:7. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth you as for sons. For the son is he whom the father chasteneth not. Let's probably get a little bit more of that. For if you be without, next he'll start here. Yeah. Hebrews 12:5. You've forgotten extortion will speak unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou chasten the Lord, nor faint when thou rebuked of him. And my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be aware of his correction. Okay? Because I've heard the brothers out there talk about that, sometimes with guys, with men, they'll fall out because it's like, man, I'm tired of being poor. I'm tired of not having money. I'm tired of not having cars and shoes and whatever. But you gotta think back to the scriptures, man. All these things that you have, they're not coming with you. Little one, be sitting in the chariots, right? I mean, that's what I'm in here for. I want to get seated in the chariots. I don't want to die here. I mean, I've been fucking miserable. Shit. So damn near my whole life, but I'll say it really started being miserable as soon as my dad died. As soon as that happened, I was like, oh, yep, it's over for me, dude. I'm fucked, but of course I found out later that, I wasn't actually fucked, Thought, hey man, just gotta get into these scriptures and say, you'll be alright, your father will be alright, but basically get into this. I mean, hopefully Buzz can relate, when you're in the world and, you lose a family member, it really hits you, especially one that you're like really close to. That was like really close, like you have a grandma that you're really close to or something, and you lose them. It's just like, yo, dude, like, what the fuck, But now it's like he's in peace now, or she's in peace now. He's a grandmother. Just relax. You gotta keep moving. And even in Apocrypha talks about that, man. If you lose your friend, man, what good is it gonna do him if you just, basically remain in like sadness and mourning, right? So you can't remain in sadness and mourning. You still have to live, keep moving. And I'm not saying that like I was like completely like couldn't function in society or something. It was just like just fucking sad, bro. Like everyone else is when you lose a parent, right? Like obviously. Well, if you have a good parent, if your parent's not a total demon, right? Verse 6, whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. Right? We know that it's truth. We be the sons of the Most High, right? Which means that's what we are. Anyway, sons of God, right? Yahshua Allah, he Prince Power, right? We are the princely sons of the power. That's what we are. We're under him, man. We're his chosen people. Instead of the king, man. He's the king. How he made us. Going all the way back to the Adamites. So that's what it is. If you do chastening, God deal with you as of sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Right? So if the Lord didn't love you, then shit. Just be out there in the world. And, well, I mean, not say you be out there in the world, but You know, you just be doing your thing, whatever, and you want to get chastised, nothing happened to you, whatever. You know, but I mean, every brother goes through it. You know, certain brothers definitely go through more than others, right? I mean, you brothers out there could speak on that a lot more than me. There's definitely levels to this thing, right? And that brother that can handle more than you, you know, he can handle more than you know, because, you know, he's built for it, right? The Lord has a, you know, has a special arrangement just for him. Like he has a special arrangement just for you. That's like something that you can handle, right? And scriptures talk about that, man. The Lord always leads the way, right? But if you be without chastisement, whereof all the partakers, you know, you bastards are not sons. Yep. No. All right. Okay. We should go to the point. 1 Corinthians 10:13. If no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man, the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted, but that ye are able, but with temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it. Right? So there's no temptation taken us that is common to man, you know. Belongs to man, right? Everything that we're going with, you know, belongs to men, right? Happens to us, right? We're not gonna be like, you know, I don't know, like some anime shit, you know, like, I don't know, like lightning bolts, and you're like getting shocked or something, or, you know, you're like, I don't know, I can't really think of any anime shit right now. Like something really, really just like cursed and absurd, you know. But none of that's gonna happen to you, right? You're just gonna be tempted, you know. They tempt you with, I don't know, a certain woman, or tempt you with like, man, make this money, you know, leave the truth behind or something, and take opportunity to make some money and like leave the truth behind. It could be like a woman, a certain type of woman, you know is no good for you, but you just running after this chick, and you like, oh man, Ayok, you know, I know the camp, but man, I gotta get lead, dog. So, you know, that camp gotta, you know, like, nah. Just speaking off of me, right? Like, I'm not skipping. I've set myself forward that like, yo, I gotta set myself up for success. So I'm going to that camp, you know, just to listen. You know, just to listen every week. Just go there and listen, right? Just like, you know, it's like a wrestler, right? Going to double practice, right? Morning practice to night practice, right? Why? Because he wants to be a better wrestler, right? So that's what it is. More is more, you know. So you gotta be around the scriptures, hear the scriptures, you know, because just being out there by yourself and then just going home and then you're just doing random bullshit. You're just doing your thing or whatever, which means nothing wrong with just like chilling and like, you know, like listening to some music or watch some anime or whatever, you know, playing some fucking, you know, Kingdom Hearts or something. It's a problem when it's just like that's all you do. It's like, you know, you're just falling off, and it's like, nah. Right? Get yourself in a top condition, right? What everything you're going through, basically you have, you know, way out of it, you know, and when I suffer, you'll be tempted. You know, basically, as I was saying, you know, basically not be able to make you suffer about that which are evil. So I'm pretty much gonna do that like that. Lord, if I, inshallah.